So welcome everyone to a very cold but beautiful good morning. We are in Belgium right now. I have never traveled so far from home for a single day's photography trip, but as you can see there is a lot of snow here, and I saw it on a webcam that's posted nearby here in this little town. So yeah, this offers a lot of opportunities that I never have in the Netherlands. So yeah, let's see if we can find some beautiful images. I have to be a little bit careful because, as you can see, all the boardwalks, they are extremely slippery. There's lots of ice on them. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully the mist will clear a little. But yeah, let's see. I'm heading to a place called the Burnt Forest. There are some old trees standing there, and yeah, I've never been here before. So hopefully it will be worth coming all this way for. So let's move on and see what we can find. So I'm taking the first shot here. It's quite an obvious one actually. It's of these slippery boardwalks just fading out into the mist behind me. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm looking at. I think it's just an amazing shot. So this is what it looks like on the camera. So I actually took 3 shots. One in the front focus, one in the middle focus, and one focused in the back. So hopefully I can stack those together in Photoshop to create one sharp boardwalk. And then just a lot of mist and snow around it. So it's going to be quite a contrasty picture, I think. So the conditions are very hard to find compositions. The fog is just, yeah, it is amazing, but you need some nice trees to make a great photo in these conditions. But I've never been here before, so I don't know where these trees are, and I'm just walking towards what I told you, the burnt forest, and yeah, this was what I was facing. So I'll show you on the other side. So we're actually walking into a bit of a problem here, and yeah, I don't have any wellies on, and the conditions are too cold to get my shoes wet. So I have to go back and find a way around this. But everything yeah, besides next to the pot is it's wet, it's full of water, so I might have to walk back quite a bit. I did take a little shot here on the boardwalk just a few minutes ago. There were some nice trees, and I tried some compositions, but a lot of people came by me at that moment, so I didn't film it. But we'll head on, and we'll find a way around this, and hopefully those trees in the burnt forest will be yeah, a nice thing to shoot. But who knows? Who knows? I'll continue on. So as you can see, I'm finally at the other end of the boardwalk. I was just standing over there, and I did manage to find a way around it without yeah, getting my shoes wet. So I'm very happy with that. At least the inside of my shoes are still dry, so hopefully that will stay a while. There are actually two ways I can go now. Yeah, the path continues on this side over here. But I can also go in this direction, and if I'm looking at the maps, I think this is the shortest way to the burnt forest. So that's where I'm heading, and I'm really hoping for some nice trees, because these conditions just need, yeah, something special, and those birch trees here on the side of this river just don't do it. So it's very hard conditions. I think I've never been out in these conditions before. I've got a lot of weight on my shoulders, everything is slippery, so I have to be careful in every step that I'm taking, and yeah, hopefully I won't slide into the river somewhere, and I will keep myself dry, because if I'm getting wet in these conditions, then it's straight back to the car and changing my clothes. I was smart enough to bring some dry clothes, so hopefully I won't need them. But we'll head on in this direction, and hopefully we will find some nice shots there. So let's move on. So it's been about 45 minutes since I left the boardwalk, and yeah, it's just brutal, man. It's every step that I'm taking, there's a possibility of breaking your legs. You don't know what is underneath those the snow. There's little streams of water everywhere, and yeah, it could be that that I was standing on some ice and breaking through it. It happened 2 times, but I just got into the water, so still my feet are dry on the inside, but I don't know how long that's gonna take. But I finally made it to the burnt forest, and it looks absolutely amazing. So let's hope these hard conditions are worth walking all this way to. So you would say I'm freezing, but I'm actually extremely hot. I think I got too many clothes on. I got 4 layers of clothes on, and that might have been a little bit too much, especially for these hard conditions, because it's hard work to get here. But yeah, I'm gonna have something to eat and drink first, and then I'm gonna walk around these trees. I'll show you how it's looking around here. So these are the kind of trees that I was hoping for. They just look absolutely amazing, especially from this side because the snow is covered to the side of the tree. If you look in the other direction on this side, you can see that there's no snow on the branches. So I have to go behind it from the other side, and hopefully that will give some nice shots. So I found some compositions, and I was just putting on the tripod. And I'm going to show you. See, I wanted to put it there, and there's about let's see, half meter snow here where I just got my feet in. So it's absolutely freaking hard conditions. So I actually found a shot here with all these trees on the side, and they are covered on snow with snow on this side. And I think it's quite a nice shot because this one tree is laying on the ground there. And I'm just trying to frame up only this part of the tree and not that side, so that's why I wanted to go a little to that direction. But yeah, the snow is so high there, and I don't know what's beneath it. There might be a stream of water, so I still got dry feet. Don't ask me why or how. But somehow I managed to keep my feet dry in these conditions. So I'm gonna try and take this. I'm gonna take it handheld because there's just no way I can put the tripod up here. So let's find some more of these shots. So I'm taking the shot now. I'm at f8. I've overexposed it by 1.5 stops. ISO 200. Just taking the click. Yeah, it's an amazing shot, I think. Yes, that's good. I'm gonna see if it's sharp. Yeah, that's looking good. Nice. At least one nice shot in the pocket, I think. But it's always the question if that is true. Sometimes you come at home and you look on the computer and you're thinking, what the was I thinking back then? But well, hopefully it will turn out nice. I'm gonna look around a little bit more. Unfortunately, I noticed that I'm not allowed to walk on that side. It's a closed area, so I'm not gonna risk taking any penalties. So I'm gonna stick to this path, and I'm gonna head on that direction. So that's the shortest way back to the car. It took me about 2 hours to get to this place, so hopefully I can take a shortcut and get some hopefully some warm drinks when I'm getting back to the car. So I'm gonna walk a little bit around here because I didn't walk 2 hours to get the one shot. So hopefully I will find some more, and I will show you if I do. I left the burnt forest. I found a couple of interesting shots there, but the wind was picking up and it was just impossible to stay there to find any shots, because every time I got my lens cap off, water was blown on the lenses, so I kept drying it off. But as you can see, it's still walking around in the middle of nowhere, because you can't see anything through the mist. And I just came across a French couple, and they told me I could walk in the other direction back to the car, and they told me the path was reasonably accessible. So I'm gonna try my luck and walk this side, and hopefully that will be a little less exhausting than when I came the other way around. But I hope I got some nice images. I'm not sure. I didn't feel quite comfortable sitting around there too long with all those wind and water, and I'm just freezing to death when I'm sitting still. So I'm heading back in this direction, and I hope to find a place where we can shoot with a little bit more shelter from the wind, because the wind is just it's terrifying. So let's move on, and hopefully we can find some more shots. So I don't know if you can see this. If you look behind me here, there are every now and then there are some nice small grasses which are coming through the snow. And if you look if you look long enough, there are some patches of snow that are just untouched, and they look really nice with those little leaves coming through them. So I looked around a bit here, and I found quite a nice couple ones. And I took some shots of it. I didn't film it because I had to be very careful where to put my feet, because if I put my feet too close, then I would ruin the composition, because then the snow wouldn't be as fresh anymore. So I think they are turning out quite nice. I keep my eye out for some more, and if I find them, I'll try to shoot it. But if not, then this is the kind of photo that I found. It's very minimalistic, a bit abstract, but I just like it. So hopefully you will too, and we will continue. For now, the path is a lot better than on the other side of the burnt forest. So those French people weren't lying. But they told me there were 2 or 3 very difficult parts where there was a bit of water. So hopefully, that will turn out to be fine for me. But we will have a look. We'll go further. So here's the shot that I just took, and let's head on to the next one. two I don't know how you call it, those wooden beams were laying in this pool of water, but the moment I stepped on it, they sunk beneath the surface, including my feet. So I quickly climbed onto the boardwalk, and I'm actually back on the same place where I started. So it was quite short a walk, because it took me about 20 minutes to get back to the boardwalk from the burnt forest, and the other way around it took me I think about an hour and 15 minutes. So we'll head back in the direction where we started at this morning, and we'll see where we're going from there. There was a map where the car was parked, so hopefully we can find some other spots. But for now it's still it's very difficult. The wind has calmed down a little bit, so that makes it a little bit easier to walk. But yeah, on the other hand, my feet are soaking wet, my gloves are wet. So I think first I'm gonna go back to the car and dry my feet, get some other gloves, and then have a look where to go. And maybe we will find another shot on our way back. So let's move on, and we'll see if we can find something more.
Well, let me explain to you what happened here, because this is a really abrupt ending to this video. After this last picture that you saw, it started to rain, and I walked back to the car. I was already wet when I got to the car, but I just realized I lost my microphone. And I looked the videos back on the camera, and I noticed it was still on at the last piece of video that I recorded. But I had to walk back for about 40 minutes to the place that I recorded it. So I walked back, couldn't find the microphone anywhere. So walked back to the car, and about the time I got there, it was 2 hours later. I had no microphone. Luckily, I have a spare one. And I was just a bit cranky. And I had no intentions to go to another spot and make some more photos. So my clothes were all wet. I was soaked to the bone, and I thought, let's call it a day. And I got into the car and head straight home. And I thought the pictures that I had weren't that good. So this video kept on my computer for about 2 weeks before I even looked at the pictures. And now I processed the whole video, and I've seen all the pictures, and there are some nice ones in it, but it just needed a little bit light. It wasn't that kind of a day. So I made the best of it, and I think there were some nice pictures, especially in the burnt forest. So I hope you liked it. And I already recorded the next video, and I already processed that one before this one. And that's going to be quite a nice video with nice sunlight finally. So I hope you will continue watching this channel. Please push the subscribe button and the thumbs up button, and you will get a notification when I release the next video. I think that will be somewhere about next week. And I hope you're going to enjoy that one, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and hope to see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.